off. We're going home, right? They all said, oh, no, sir, please finish it off. So we finished it off. It's 100%.
All right.
A few days ago, we took bold and decisive action to defend American lives and deliver American justice. At my direction, the United States military launched a flawless precision strike that killed the world's number one terrorist. You know who that is? Qasem Soleimani, number one terrorist in the world. Soleimani was responsible for murdering and wounding thousands of Americans and was actively planning new attacks, but we stopped them cold. And frankly, they already started the attack, as you saw in Baghdad, on our very large embassy in Baghdad. That was already started. And I said to our generals, get there now. We don't want to have another Benghazi on my watch, or on any watch. They said, sir, we'll be there tomorrow. I said, nope, you gotta be there right now. Get them over there now. Now. And they had thousands of soldiers. There were soldiers. You take a look at that crowd. That was not protesters. They were soldiers. And they were surrounding our embassy in Baghdad, and all of a sudden they see these beautiful, very expensive, I will tell you, brand new Apache helicopters roaming over the And then they see our great military. You saw them in the plane, right? Some of them were getting out of their pajamas. I said, don't worry about it. I said, we won't put that on. But they were sitting there, and they were calling a roll call in the plane, right? And it was a beautiful sight. And these guys were better than Tom Cruise at his best. So tomorrow with the fake news, here's your headline. Here's your headline. You know, we have thousands of people outside wanting to get in, they can't, because you people got here first. But, so here's your headline. Tomorrow, protesters disturb the rally. One protester, a very weak voice. You know, if you people wouldn't go crazy every time you see something, you'd go right through it. Nobody would even know she was there. Now she's going home to mom, where she will be in big trouble. Because I guarantee you that mom voted for Trump. And in 10 years from now, when I run yet again, she'll be voting for Trump too. I'm only kidding. We drive them crazy. We drive them crazy. They say, you know he's not leaving, don't you? He's never leaving. They say he's going to win, he's never going to leave. You know, these people, it's called Trump derangement syndrome. It really is. They are so. You know what they don't know is that if for any reason after 5 years we do leave, which we will, because I believe in that stuff, right? But you know what's going to happen to their industry? They're all going to die and fold up. Going to be very boring out there, very boring. That's why I say at some point every single one of them will be endorsing Donald Trump. But crazy Bernie Sanders and the Washington Democrats, by the way, Bernie is surging. Bernie is surging. Bernie. But the Democrats are outraged that we killed this terrorist monster.
Ever seen a military monocular lens that can zoom in on objects miles away?
Too late now. I'm gonna let it run. I ain't gonna stop. Hold up, guys. I gotta start it. I gotta let it start back over.
You're about...
Alright, there we go.
Dude, you gotta hear about this thing. It's like having the eyes of a hawk.
Even though this monster was behind hundreds and hundreds of deaths. That's two. Hey, speaking of protesters, have you seen what's happened in Iran? The protesters are on our side. First time ever. They're on our side. In fact, they put this big American flag on the street. And the Iranians, thousands and thousands of Iranians, were supposed to walk on it and trample it and step and beat the hell out of it. Every one of them went around that flag. They like Trump. They like you. I'm just your representative. But they like us. They like us. They haven't seen anything like that in a long time. They went around, did you see it? They went around the flag. They didn't want to touch it. They love America. They love our country. That's called progress. That's called progress. But the Democrats are doing everything possible to disparage what we did with the hit on this monster. You know, many of the young men and women you see walking around without arms and without legs and without, were done by Soleimani. That's what he loved. He loved the roadside bomb. That's what he loved. Thousands and thousands and thousands in Iraq, in Afghanistan, roadside bombs. He was the king of the roadside bombs. Great percentages of people don't have legs right now and arms because of this son of a bitch. And the Democrats should be outraged by Soleimani's evil crimes, not the decision to end his wretched life. They're saying, well, he was a general, he was this, he was that. You know what? Number one, he wasn't supposed to be there. He was a designated terrorist by President Obama, who didn't do anything about it, as usual. As usual. They don't do anything. They designate and they don't do anything about it. He should have been killed 20 years ago. Now here's the story with the Democrats. If I didn't kill him, and let's say we lost 3, 4, 5 embassies or bases or thousands of people or hundreds of people or 2 people were killed, they would have said, Trump should have taken him out. Anything we do, they go the opposite. So we kill him, and that was precision. Some people thought it went much too fast. Went too fast. So we kill him and they say, what a horrible. If we didn't kill him, they'd say, what a horrible thing. Right? You know, with the wall, we're building the wall. You know that, right? Oh, it's gone. And by the way, they think they caught me, and they never catch us. Because, you know, Mexico's paying for the wall. You know that. You'll see that. It's all worked out. Mexico's paying. It's driving them crazy. Now they say, okay, he's building the wall. But Mexico didn't pay. Mexico will pay. And here's the thing. You'll see that. It'll come out. We'll do it sometime during the debate, or maybe before our debate, the real debate, that people are going to watch. Because nobody's watching. You know, they haven't been doing great in the debates, I have to tell you. But we are building this wall. We're over 100 miles right now. We're going to be expanding the length. You have a lot of natural, where you have 1,978 miles. You need 500 miles, but 700 would be good. 750 or so would be great. We're going to now get it up. We have all the financing. You think it's easy getting financing? When people I can get anything from them. I can get whatever I want in terms of money, except for a wall. And I made one big mistake. I should have said to them, we will not build the wall. We don't want the wall. They would have insisted that we build it. We would have had all the money we wanted. I made a mistake. I made a big mistake. Now we're building the wall. It's going up, and it's going up rapidly, and very soon we'll be building about a mile a day. And we should be up to over 400 miles by next year, the end of next year, and shortly thereafter it'll be finished. And it's already having a tremendous impact on people not being able to come into our country. Bernie and the radical left cannot protect your family, and they cannot protect our country, nor do they want to, I think. According to Elizabeth Pocahontas Warren, who has somewhat less Indian blood in her than I do, and I have none. Remember? Oh, we hit her hard. But I hit her too early. But now it doesn't matter. She's not going anywhere. But Bernie said, according to her, Bernie said, and I don't believe that he said this, because, you know, I don't know him. I don't particularly like him. He's a nasty guy. But I don't believe he said it. It's not his deal. You have to know what people say. She said, right, that Bernie stated strongly that a woman can't win for president. A woman can win for president. Fortunately, it could happen. That could happen. Who knows? But she said that Bernie said a woman can't win. I don't believe that Bernie said that. I really don't. So, you know, just know Bernie's not the kind of a thing he'd say. If you want to keep America safe, just vote Republican. We're doing so well. We're doing so well. Now this was, leave him alone. That's it. Let security just take care of it. Okay? You all right? Get him out of here. Good.
Get him out of here.
Good job, security. Good job. Good job. Do we love law enforcement? Do we love them? And is there ever a better place to be than a Trump rally on some night during some week? You know, the truth is, we have a great time. But you know what? More importantly, we get things done. We're getting everything done. But even President Obama's own former national security advisor, a highly respected general named Jim Jones, praised our action to take out Soleimani and said it was absolutely correct and it was the absolute right thing to do. I'm sure they like him very much. He sounds like our kind of a guy. So Jim, if they're giving you a hard time, come on over to the Republican Party. No, he's a respected guy. He said we did the right thing. Everyone knows. They're saying, was the attack imminent? Was it imminent? Does the fact that he's killed hundreds of thousands of people and thousands of Americans and horribly killed and wounded thousands and thousands, that doesn't matter. Was the attack imminent? I think they're going to start a new investigation. Was the attack on this horror? And by the way, he was in a country he wasn't allowed to be in. You know, we don't mention that because he was designated and he wasn't allowed to be there. And he was there with the head of Hezbollah. And they were talking about, like Hillary Clinton, they were talking about weddings and working out. Soleimani and the head of Hezbollah, they were talking about weddings, working out, or Bill Clinton in the back of the airplane with the Attorney General. Where they may have made her an offer that you're going to go to the Supreme Court, or they may have said you're going to stay Attorney General. But help. They may have said that. Do you think they would have said that? No, nothing like that. But you remember, they talked about golf and grandchildren, right? 45 minutes. You know, I like golf, and I love my grandchildren. I don't think I can talk to somebody about them for 45 minutes that I don't even know.
No, that's right.
45. I have a beautiful grandchild. He's really beautiful. He's so great. Okay, what else am I going to say, right? Then I talk golf. Let's talk one or two. How's Tiger doing? How's this one? How's that one? That's another 5 minutes, right? What am I going to do with the other 35 minutes? Maybe I'm going to talk about Supreme Court appointments, etc. Where we're doing very well. But at this very moment, the good people of Iran are taking to the streets in numbers like nobody's seen before. And they're really protesting the repressive regime and demanding a better future. You know, they're great people. The great people of Iran, they're great people. They get it. And they're tired of watching their leaders plunder Iran to stoke violence and death and war. And you know, Iran's caused us problems for 40 years, just so you understand. Reagan had it, Iran-Contra. Carter had it, 52 hostages, how about that? Destroyed his presidency. He was pretty well destroyed before that, Dolphin. But it didn't help. Actually probably got Reagan elected, if you think about it, right? But no, Carter had it, 52 hostages. Reagan had Iran-Contra.
Drive off in a new Chevrolet Silverado crew cab for up to $10,000 off Emmett.
Obama had just, you know, he was like begging them for everything. But Obama gave $150 billion, $1.8 billion in cash clean. Got zero. He got zero out of it. He got zero. I'd love to have that money back. It's a lot of money. But I warned the Ayatollah and the government of Iran that they must not harm, hurt, or kill any protesters. The whole world is watching. It's watching. We've killed thousands of protesters. We support the Iranian people and their courageous struggle for freedom. It's incredible what's going on over there. It really is. But we're watching them. We're watching them very closely. And we were ready. You know, that night when the attack was made on us, remember this, they killed an American, they killed other people just before that. And so we did what we did, right? And they said, it's our turn now. I said, you better be careful when you say it's our turn, because we had designated targets that it would have taken them 30 years to rebuild if that was even possible. It's true. It's true. And we saw those missiles launch, and they were big and they were fast and they were accurate. 4 of them went bad. They fell way short. but 12 of them hit. And I said, man, they are quick. They knew immediately what they were, and they saw those missiles. I said, how bad is it? It hit a base. And an hour later or so, we get a call back. I said, how many killed? Nobody, sir. I said, how many hurt? They said, nobody, sir. And I said, they just saved themselves $1 trillion in a lot of lives. It's true. $1 trillion, not a billion, $1 trillion. So they did a very smart thing, and we're not looking for regime change. They've tried that with Libya. They go, Hillary Clinton, let's get rid of Libya, let's get rid of Gaddafi. Let's get rid of Gaddafi. How's that working out, right? Let's get rid of Gaddafi. That was a Hillary deal. Then you had Benghazi. And see Benghazi, they didn't respond. They didn't respond. Should be. Should be. Should be. And then we had Iraq. They went into Iraq. The geniuses go into Iraq. Iraq didn't knock down the World Trade Center, just in case anybody had any question. And this guy did kill. He was not a sweetheart. He was a bad guy in every way. But he did kill terrorists, right? And it became Harvard University for terrorists, right? But they did go after him. But he didn't knock down the World Trade Center. So they got a lot of bad thinking. We're doing a good job. We're getting the hell out. We're moving. You know, we did something in Syria. We were guarding the border. At one point, we had thousands of people. The Syrian border between Turkey and Syria. It's been there for 1,000 years. They've been fighting for many, many years under different names. I said, I'm getting our soldiers out of there. I did. I took them out. And you know what I did with the soldiers? They don't tell you the true story because they're a bunch of corrupt people back there. I told Turkey, you got to defend your own border. We're not going to defend your border. No. And we get along with Turkey. We get along, but they've been there for, and by the way, I call it a safe zone. That is the most dangerous safe zone in the world. Okay? I'm looking at the audience. There's about 3 of you that want to be in that zone, okay? And you're very tough people. But this is the most dangerous. I call it a safe zone. Someday it may be a safe zone, but I took our soldiers out because we had an army here and we had a vast number of people here, and they were going to fight. I said, if they're going to fight like they have been for hundreds and hundreds of years, for centuries, let them fight. But we're getting the hell out of there, okay? But the fake news doesn't tell you the right story. But the fake news doesn't tell you the right story. Because what I did is I took our soldiers, and you know what I did? I moved them to the oil area, and we now control the oil. So they said Trump stayed in Syria. Trump said, so people said to me, why are you staying in Syria? Because I kept the oil. Which frankly, we should have done in Iraq, okay? A long time ago. You have no idea the things and the decisions I've seen. So they say Trump's in Syria. I didn't pull out. I did pull out.
I got a call, 6:15, whatever it was. Your dad's been shot. I got a hold of my father and, surprised.
We have the oil really secure. We'll see what happens with it. But we can help our friends, the Kurds, because that's where they got their wealth. And then ultimately, it was with ISIS. But right now, it's with the United States military. And we also got rid of remnants of ISIS. While we're creating jobs and killing terrorists, Democrats in Congress, are wasting America's time with demented hoaxes and crazy witch hunts that have been going on, by the way, from the day I came down the escalator with our future First Lady. Somebody said to me recently, President was a friend of mine. He used to always call me Donald. Hey, Donald, how you doing? Let's go up there. Okay, good. Now he calls me President. I told you this before. He calls me President. They always call me President. President. Tell me, what's happening? What's going on? How's it all going? You're doing such a great job. He said, do me a favor, call me Donald. I can't. Now, when they say, you know what that means, right? That means respect for the office of President. And you know what? We're going to keep it that way. We're going to keep it that way. We're going to keep it that way. But that's why this November, we're going back and we're going to win the House. The Republicans are going to win the House. Because I don't know if you know it. The impeachment hoax, it's a total hoax. This is based, just think of this. This is based on a perfect phone call. Did anybody read the transcript? It's a perfect call. In fact, if you go back and look at Lyndon Johnson, all of them. Lyndon Johnson was sort of a tough guy. Can you imagine his phone calls? He's probably looking down or looking up. And he's probably saying, these people have gone crazy. That's the nicest call I've ever. In fact, somebody said, I never knew you could be so nice on a telephone call. But this is all based on a simple phone call that was totally appropriate, where the president of Ukraine said there was no pressure on us. Didn't even know what they were talking about. The foreign minister said they want to impeach the president of the United States over a perfect phone call. It's the greatest hoax ever perpetrated on our country. Ever. But we're going to go back, and because of it in Wisconsin, I don't know if you've seen, independent voters and voters, I think of all of the voters, including Democrats moving over. We just got 195 to nothing, the Republicans in the House, which was a fix. We got 100, Nancy Pelosi says, it must be nonpartisan. It must, and she said, it has to be clear cut. Well, number one, never happened, no problem. Number two, look at the vote. 3 Democrats voted with us. So I guess you could say it was a nonpartisan vote because they voted with us. Okay? But we're going back and we're going to hold the Senate. And we're going to keep the White House. But we're going to win back the House. We're going to win back the House. And I'm thrilled tonight. A man who's become a great friend of mine. He's a warrior. Senator Ron Johnson is here. Come up, Ron. What a good guy. Congressman Brian Stile, Jim Sensenbrenner, Glenn Grothman. Glenn, come up. Come up. Mike Gallagher. Wisconsin House Speaker Robin Vos. Wisconsin State Senate President Roger Roth. State Senate President. Wisconsin State Senate Majority Leader Scott Fitzgerald. A friend of mine, a world champion. He climbs. Would you believe it? Is Sean here? Please. Get up here. I love champions. He would climb that sucker. He was the best in the world, right here from Wisconsin, right? Congressman Sean Duffy. We miss him. But you know, he signed with CNN. They paid him a lot of money, and they don't put him on. Why? Because I'm pro-Trump. You think that's fair, right? He's pro-Trump. So what they've done is paid him money to silence him because he has a very important voice. Great job. I like that kind of a job. I think he's okay with it. He gets his check. They refuse to put him on. He says good things about Trump. We don't want you on. That's CNN. That's how fake. Right there. Turn the camera off. And a good friend of all of ours, a Kenosha native, Reince Priebus. Reince, come up. Thank you, man. Thank you, Reince. This is a great group of Republican people, but more importantly, it's a great group of winners. They have been so great. So they work so hard, and I just want to thank you all for being here.
The federal government is implementing new travel regulations that could harm airline passengers.
Well, thank you for your strong show of support for President Trump. Now, we ran a pretty tough campaign together here in Wisconsin in 2016, and when it was all said and done, I was tired. I had to take some days off. You know who didn't take any days off? President Trump. I have never seen a man work harder, being so dedicated, so in love with America. That is why we all need to make sure that he wins a second term. I'm 64 years old. I've never in my lifetime seen a man get elected president of the United States where there wasn't some measure of well wishes, some honeymoon period where America gathered around that individual and said, Mr. President, we know it's a big job. We wish you well. Keep us safe. Make this country prosperous. That hasn't happened. That's because the Democrats simply won't admit he beat them. He has been tormented since the day after the election, but he is held strong. It hasn't bothered him. He's just pressed forward. He's made this country great. Our economy is in great shape. He deserves to get reelected. Like all of you, he loves this country. He will do everything to defend it. We love President Trump. God bless you, President Trump.
Thank you, Ron. A great guy. Thanks to strong Republican leadership like Ron, like all of them that you just saw, America is winning again, America is respected again, and America is thriving again like never before. We're doing great. We're the envy of the world. And under my administration, we now have the lowest average unemployment rate of any administration in the history of our country. And in your great state, Wisconsin, you ever notice with Biden, he's always calling the wrong state? And in your great state of Iowa. It's Iowa, right? No, it's Wisconsin. Oh, I meant Wisconsin. No, I didn't know I was in Wisconsin. That's fine. How many times has he done that? By the way, a lot of times. It's great to be in the state of Ohio. No, sir, you're in Florida. Many times. The sad part about that, Sleepy Joe is like, you know the sad part about that? When you do that, you can't really recover. You can be Winston Churchill, make the finest remainder of remarks. But you can't. And he does it every time. And the fake news, they give him a total pass, and that's okay. It's all right. It's gonna happen to all of us someday. Does anybody get that yet? In Wisconsin, the unemployment rate has reached its lowest level in history. How's that for a soundbite? How do you beat that soundbite, right? So now the people of Wisconsin are going to say, well, let's see, the state center record is most successful it's ever been. And by the way, that's because we got a lot of help from Ron Johnson, all those guys.
Yeah.
This just didn't happen so quickly. But think, so how do you beat that? You have the most successful, lowest unemployment rate you've ever had.
But I got my YouTube so I can see what's going on.
The lowest in history by far. Your #1 economic numbers by far. Oh, let's put somebody else in as president. I don't think so. But here's one that I love the most. African American, Hispanic American, Asian American unemployment rate have reached the lowest levels ever recorded in the history of our country. And here's another one. African American youth. You know the way it was so high, it was so horrible. Youth unemployment has reached an all-time low in recorded history. African American poverty has reached the lowest rate ever recorded also. And by the way, just out of curiosity, how are you 401ks doing? The only question, are you at 70, 80, 90, 97? He goes higher. What are you at? What's yours? 100%. Not bad.
Every Jersey Mike sub is sliced and stacked right in front of you since 1956.
You slice,
I know who he's voting for. But think of this, because this is what it's about. It's like, you know, these companies, these big public companies, they're owned by people. They're owned by everybody. Rich people. And they're owned by everybody. We have set 141 records on the stock market. Highest levels ever in recorded history. 141 records. That means in less than 3 years, for 141 days.
They still never at the top. That's not what top.
Who the hell can do that? And if our opponents had won the election, instead of going up, you know, we're very close to 30,000 right now. Nobody thought that was possible. Including the fakers back then. Nobody thought that was possible. Instead of being up, you would have down. I really believe, because regulation is so important, tax cuts so important, it got it all going. I believe instead of being up massively, whatever the number is, but depending on who you are, but it's all way over 60, 70, 80. You guys know, you would have been down 50, 60, 70. You would have been down at a level you would probably be extremely depressed right now. You wouldn't have bought all those brand new Keep America Great hats. Don't worry, we're never getting rid of MAGA, don't worry. We don't have the courage to get rid of MAGA, the greatest campaign in history. We're never leaving. But you wouldn't have bought those hats, you know why? You wouldn't have had the money to buy them. Okay, now you can buy them, it doesn't mean a damn thing. So let's do it real fast. The poll, right? Make America Great Again or Keep America Great, right? You know, I don't have to go through the whole deal. We're going to do it quick. We're going to do it quickly. Ready? Who likes Make America Great Again? You're very loyal people in Wisconsin. Who likes Keep America Great? So it surprises me every single time, but Make America Great Again, MAGA, has never won one of these polls. You know why? We've rebuilt our military, we've cut taxes, we've cut regulation. Our stock market hit records. It's called Keep America Great. I mean, we've done so much. And I just got a free, see, these Democrats, they go out and spend $1 million a year. What I do is I take my own poll and they'll interview 203 people. 203 people saying they'll get it wrong because I'm always surprised. Make America Great Again, I think, is the greatest phrase ever used in politics. So to switch it may be crazy, so we're going to use them both, okay? But under the Trump economy, the lowest paid earners are reaping the biggest, fastest, and largest gains. You know that, right? This is a blue-collar boom. They don't like telling you that. Under my administration, the growth in net worth for the bottom half of wage earners has increased 15 times more than under the 3 previous administrations. That's pretty amazing. Because they keep saying, oh, the rich are getting richer. Well, the poor are doing the best they've ever done. Earnings for the bottom 10% are rising faster than earnings for the top 10% proportion. Under 8 years of the Barack Hussein Obama administration, which administration loves spying on people's campaigns? By the way, could you imagine if it were the other way around and I spied on his campaign? What would these fake news people be doing? More than 300,000 people under Obama, 300,000 people left the workforce. Under just 3 years of my administration, 3.5 million people have joined the workforce, and nobody believed that was possible. 370 companies have signed our pledge to America's workers, providing more than 14 million Americans with new training and job opportunities. We're training them. We're getting them, Walmart, so many great companies, they're training people because they can train them much better than government. 14 million, you know who's worked so hard on that? Everybody, you've heard of Ivanka, right? Ivanka. She had such a passion for it. She's very smart. I said, would you like this? She had no idea. I want to get people working. I want to get them and help families. So I said, all right, good. Look, she's smart. Go do whatever the hell you want to do is okay, darling. So she had a goal of 500,000 people. She was going to get trained, get into companies. So she'd call Walmart, she'd call Exxon, she'd call all these great companies. And all of a sudden, she hit 8 million.
We got to hit 20,000.
Then she hit 9 million. Don't forget, she wanted to do 500,000.
We had 1975.
Then she hit 10 million. She just hit 14 million people are being trained by these people. 14 million. Ivanka. 14 million. Would you believe that's possible? But that's why we have the best unemployment rates. We have the best employment rates. By the way, 160, very close to 160 million people are now working in the United States. Nobody's ever even come close to that number. We've lifted 10 million people off federal welfare programs. Real median income is now at the highest level ever recorded in the history of our country. Think of that. Real median income. Under 8 years, so we had 3 years, right? But really less because when it was done, the stats, it was 2.5. But we had less than 3. Under 8 years of the Bush administration, household incomes grew $400. 8 years, $400. Under 8 years of President Obama, household incomes grew $975. That's okay, $975. 8 years, right? Under 3 years of the Trump administration, household incomes have risen $10,000. That's why we're doing what? The consumer. $3,100 of which for regulatory cuts, $2,000 for the tax cuts, it's actually higher than that, $2,500 for energy savings, and $5,000 in real wage gains. $10,000. The child tax credit alone, which every Democrat in Congress opposed, is delivering $2,200 a year to the average American family. Who's in favor of that cut? Who's in favor of having it? People don't know. They think the Democrats gave it. The Democrats give nothing. They're too busy. They're too busy doing other things. They don't do anything. They're too busy doing other things. We ended the war on American energy. The United States is now the #1 producer of oil and natural gas anywhere on earth. #1 in the world by far. Saudi Arabia, Russia, but we're #1 by far. And if I get a couple of additional pipelines approved, which I will very quickly, instead of waiting 20 years to get them approved, it'll increase us by another 22%, and we'll get them done quickly. And they'll be environmentally friendly and all of that, I believe. We have eliminated a record number of job-destroying regulations. I brought back the old light bulb. Better light for much less money if you want. Somebody said, "Oh, sir, don't mention the light bulb." You know, it's hard to make an elegant speech. I'm saying I brought back the light bulb. So the new light bulb costs you 5 times as much, and it makes you look orange. And I was more interested in the orange than I was in the cost. But you know what? If you want, and you know the new bulb, I don't know if you see it, it's on there. It's a hazardous waste. That when that bulb ends, you're supposed to take it to a certain dump and gingerly put it in because it's loaded up with gases. That's the new. I said to somebody today in environmental protection, how many people do that in the country? Sir, maybe none. They throw it into the garbage can. But I'm also approving new dishwashers that give you more water so you can actually wash and rinse your dishes without having to do it 10 times. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Anybody have a new dishwasher? I'm sorry for that. I'm sorry for that. It's worthless. They give you so little water. You ever see an air comes out? So little water. So what happens? You end up using it 10 times, and the plates, then you take them out and do them the old-fashioned way, right? But what do? You're spending 10 times for the electricity, right? So I'm putting the water back. Most places have so much water they don't know what the hell to do with it. You know, a lot of people don't realize that. So dishwashers now, you're going to have just as much as you've ever had. And you're going to use now one shot. Your dishes are going to be beautiful. I'm sorry that you just bought one of those brand new pieces of garbage. But darling, you can... And it's wait. And it was just announced from South Korea. Makes a lot of our products, unfortunately. I put a tariff on washing machines and refrigerators. Right? They just announced that they're building major refrigerator and washing machine plants in the United States. You know why? You know why? Because they don't want to pay the 25% tariff. So they're building them here. That way they don't have to pay the tariff. Right? One final thing, I know this doesn't matter, but I say leave it. It's so unelegant to talk about it, right? Right? Isn't it unelegant? I'm talking about dishwashers. Wait till you hear the next one. I'm talking about refrigerators. Probably won't in the State of the Union. I'll leave it out because I want to get praise for making it. You cannot make a brilliant speech when they say that was such an incredible, elegant speech. If I'm talking about dishwashers, sinks, toilets, light bulbs. But sinks, toilets, and showers, you don't get any water. They put restrictors on, and now they made them permanent. People used to take them out. They put restrictors on. Try going and buying a new faucet. You turn it on, no water comes out, right? We won't talk about toilets, but you know that's 10, 50, but we don't talk about that. Because I've said this 3 or 4 times, the only subject they ever talk about is toilets, so I don't mention toilets. But how about the shower? You go into a shower, and I have this beautiful head of hair, I need a lot of water. And you go into the shower, right? You turn on the water, drip, drip, drip. I call the guy, something wrong with this, no, so it's just a restrictor. So you're in there 5 times longer than you're supposed to be. You use probably more water, and it's a very unpleasant experience. So we're getting rid of the restrictors. You can have full shower for full sink. Did you ever go to the faucet? You turn on the faucet to wash your hands, and it turns on so easy. It's like, you know, there's a zero pressure behind it, no water. You go like that, the thing flips on, and whoa. And then, done. These people are crazy. And then in California, this governor who has no clue, by the way. He has no clue. Governor Gavin Newsom. He sends all the water out to the Pacific. And then he just comes up, I don't know if you saw this, they come up with rules and regulations that starting soon, if you're a person who lives in California, you only get 50 gallons of water. Now, it sounds like a lot of water, but it's not. If you take a shower, wash your hands a couple of times a day, it's not. Then it goes down to 47, 46, 45. Can you imagine you pay the highest taxes outside of New York, where they're not doing a good job in New York, they're not doing good. Everyone's leaving New York for other environs like Florida. It's not good, because the taxes are too high. Governor Cuomo's got to get those taxes down, got to get them down, and other things have to happen. But here's Gavin Newsom. So Gavin Newsom, you have the water pouring down from up north. Millions and millions of gallons. You know what they do with it? They divert it into the Pacific Ocean. Because they have it. We must be in Wisconsin. No. Millions of gallons coming down from the north. It goes, have this massive valve. If you're talking about a valve, this is a serious valve. and they turn it, and it's just because they have a tiny, tiny little fish that's doing very poorly with or without the water.
Vive means more for your business, more support, a dedicated and local support team.
So in the meantime, if you own a home on Beverly Hills, they scream at you if you want to, water your grass a little bit, right? But you have no water coming in. They divert millions and millions of gallons. And what we've just done for the people of California is we've made it possible on a federal basis that they don't have to divert all that water anymore. Now that's only good for California, but these are the things we do. And now the last one is we're working on cars. We're making them less expensive and safer. We're giving them a tiny little bit more fuel, and you're going to save on average $3,500. You're going to have a heavier car a little bit, meaning you'll have steel instead of paper mache walls. And we're getting a lot of good response. And environmentally it's better because now people, the number is 12. From 12 years ago with the old gas guzzlers, they'll all be trading in their cars to get the new cars, which they don't do right now. So it's really going to be something, and we're a little fight with California over that, but I think ultimately we win that one. You'll buy a better car, a safer car for less money. Not a bad combination. Not a bad combination. To lift up forgotten communities that need investment the most, we've created opportunity zones. Jobs and investment are now pouring into 120 newly designated opportunity zones right here in Wisconsin, and Ron Johnson helped, and Tim Scott of South Carolina helped, right? They're doing great. They are doing great. And for decades, politicians ran for office, promising to defend Wisconsin workers, but then they went to Washington and lined their pockets with special interest cash as they shipped your jobs and your dreams to countries thousands of miles away, countries that you've never even heard of. Globalist politicians lowered our economic defenses and allowed other nations to rob your factories, steal your farms. By the way, no estate tax on those beautiful farms. We got rid of that. So now, if you love your children and you have a farm or a small business, a small ranch or even a large ranch, you have no estate tax. You can give it to the kids. If you don't love your children, anybody in here does not love their children? There are some. Don't, come on, raise your hand. There are some. Like, they're brats. They're little brats. They're horrible human beings. So if you're one of them, this doesn't help you because you'll save some tax. The fact is, no estate tax on these small businesses and farms. That's a tremendous thing because you were dying, you were leaving the business to your kids. They all said, thank you very much, Daddy and Mommy. And then they went out and mortgaged the hell out of the place and they ended up losing it to the banks. But we got rid of the estate tax on small farms and businesses and really great things. Little stuff like that we've done that we never said we were going to do. But these people were ransacking your communities. But we are defenseless no more because at long last, you have a president who puts America first. For a long time. For a long time. It's been a long time. We're putting America first. So no issue of Washington Democrats more thoroughly betrayed the American people than that of immigration. He goes, traitor. Are you having a good time, sir? I think you are. He goes, traitor. They are. I guess in a certain way they are traitors when you think about it. Left-wing politicians, I call them the do-nothing Democrats, support deadly sanctuary cities, demonstrating their contempt, scorn, and disdain for everyday Americans. These jurisdictions release dangerous, violent criminal aliens out of their jails and directly onto your streets, where they are free to rob, attack, and murder American citizens. You have it right here. You have it right here. Last year, ICE, I love ICE. I think they're so great. You know, they moved thousands of MS-13 out of our country. Thousands, and others too. But ICE officers in this region of our country arrested nearly 7,000 illegal aliens with criminal records. So you have 7,000 illegal aliens having criminal records, including those charged or convicted of murder, burglary, robbery, drug crimes, killings in the most violent way. Right here in Wisconsin, cities run by far-left politicians are releasing dangerous criminal aliens who abuse, assault, and threaten innocent children, your children. Last year, a place I like, the Sanctuary County of Milwaukee released an illegal alien criminal with multiple charges for sexual assault of think of that, of children. He's now at large. They're searching all over, and he's looking for yet another victim. They're searching all over. Allowed to go from your sanctuary city. In the city of Madison, police arrested an illegal alien for sexual assault. After authorities released him, he committed violent battery, only to be released one more time. They're looking for him again. Isn't that nice? So the same illegal alien was then arrested for a third time in September and charged with multiple sexual assaults, including sexual assault of a child. Now that criminal is once again in Wisconsin jail, and I call on your left-wing officials to stop the madness and to work with ICE to ensure he is deported the hell back home. Get him out of our country. Democrats stand for crime, corruption, and chaos. Republicans stand for law, order, and justice. It's true. It's true. We believe Wisconsin should be a sanctuary for law-abiding Americans, not for criminal aliens. We are removing these illegal criminals and gang members by the tens of thousands, and we will not let them back. And we made a deal with Guatemala, Honduras, El Salvador, Mexico, where they accept them back. Under the Obama administration, they get them, they bring them back. And Honduras and Guatemala would say, get the hell up, we're not taking them back. But with us, they take them back. Take them back. Very good. It helped a lot when we were paying them hundreds of millions of dollars a year. Think of it. And I just said, we're not paying them anymore. All of a sudden they said, we would love to have our wonderful gang members back. We would love to have our gang members back, sir. Thanks to our tireless efforts to secure the border, we have reduced illegal border crossings 7 straight months in a row, and we're being helped by our new 100 miles plus of wall.
Yeah. I'm about to pause it right now, guys. I'm gonna stay on though. I'm about to go do me a little fishing. Come on. Go ahead.
You can get this grab a seat.
Grab a seat? What you talking about, grab a seat? Need some fish. Donald Trump. Trump. Y'all gonna fish fry here? Yeah, we finna do a fish fry. I don't know how y'all know it. Well, I'm trying to go catch me some now so I can do that. That's right. Y'all what time it is, man. I'm about to talk my shoe. So I tried to go live earlier, man, and I don't know what was going on. I wasn't gonna say nothing to y'all about that. But y'all see what's going on. I can't make it up, man. I really wasn't gonna say nothing about it. You know what I'm saying? Cause a lot of times that hard work speak for itself. You know what I'm saying? It speak for itself. So I'm still waiting on y'all to go over there and subscribe to my only members, man. Come on now, show me some love. I made it convenient, man. The name of $3.99 a month, bro. Come on now. Go over there and holler at your boy. What we whipping? Shit, I ain't got nothing going on, man. I got a little basic car, you feel me? But anyway, that ain't what I want to talk about. I'm going to tell you what I want to talk about. Won't y'all stop saying Donald Trump staged that fucking shooting? That was not no staging, bro. That was not no staging. Did y'all not see the blood trickling down from the man's ear? What are we talking about? Why y'all here trying to say that it was made up, this and that, the third? The shit happened for real. The guy that shot Trump ended up losing his life, bro. And it was a lady there that had nothing to do with the situation, ended up losing her life. I'm not gonna do it, man. Every time I do a live video, it starts on this. If I'm at home, I don't have no issues. In my car and I start shooting my videos, my lines start messing up on me. All I want y'all to know is January the 21st, Donald Trump will be sworn in office. Trump will be your president, whether you like it or not. Donald Trump will be your president of the United States of America. They tried to take my boy out, man. They tried to take Trump out. Man, come on, man. We talking about Teflon done. We talking about Teflon done Donald Trump. That's what we talking about. We talking about Teflon. You know what I'm saying? We talking about the man with the plan. You know what I'm saying? We talking about MAGA. Make America great again. Big dumb facts. Do y'all know what we talking about? We talking about Trump making America great again, bro. So y'all, yeah, that was some WWE stage stuff. It didn't really happen. The man got shot, bro. The man literally got shot. Bottom line, point, period. The man got shot, but he survived. You know what I'm saying? He survived. Trump is Teflon done. Trump is another John Gotti. He's another John Gotti on the corporate side. You feel what I'm saying? You can't take Trump out. Trump got 9 lives, man. I keep telling y'all that. Donald Trump gonna get back in office. He's already back in office. It ain't no gonna get back in there. So like it or love it, hate it or love it, Donald Trump will be your president, and I'm so glad because guess what? We're gonna get our economy back straight. That's number one. Number two, them illegal immigrants, they gotta go. They gotta go. Number three, we gonna put that wall up. Number four, we ain't worried about you trying to fly over the wall. Number five, we gonna shoot that chopper down. Donald Trump, baby. I'm sitting back watching, I'm like, damn, why they trying to take Trump out? Why they trying to kill the man that don't make America great again? The man that's gonna fix the economy. The man that's gonna make it so convenient. Food at the table, clothing on your back. The man that's gonna really help America out, restore our greatness. Because right now, don't nobody respect us as a country. We being walked on. We being talked about. We being taken advantage of. Because we have a president, Joe Biden, one that don't have no muscle. What is you talking about? We finally beat Medicaid. You heard what Trump said, you right. You did beat Medicaid. You beat it to death. You try to take Medicaid from these old people, bro, from the senior citizens. Them people need that Medicaid. You got people on insulin, taking high blood pressure medicine, asthma, and you talking about declining the fucking Medicaid pay? Are you serious, Joe Biden? What are we talking about, man? Joe gotta go. You gotta get up out of office. We sick and tired of you, man. You gotta go. Trump done hit him with a 2-piece. Kill him up there on stage. So now they trying to find a replacement for the next debate. And y'all already know what it is. I'm gonna cover that debate in 2 more weeks. We going live. We going to do our thug thistle. We ain't playing no gissa games. I'm going live from iHeartRadio. I can't make it up if I can show it to you. Huh? I can't make it up. I told y'all, hard work pays off at the end of the day. But I ain't done yet. I'm not done and I will not be satisfied until I see Donald Trump sworn in office in January. And that's just the bottom line. Underdogs on top. We gonna shine to a homies, man. Republicans, if you're not a Republican right now, you on the wrong side of the field. Get hit, get clipped, or get with it, however you want to do it. Donald J. Trump. Y'all already know what the business is. I keep telling y'all, man, from the beginning, if I knew that Joe Biden was going to turn out the way he turned out 4 years ago, that joker wouldn't have got my vote. I wouldn't have voted for him. Period. Point blank at all. You feel me? But I made a bad choice and a bad mistake. But I'm trying to rewrite my wrongs right now. I'm trying to rectify my wrongs right now on live. Trying to get y'all to get your asses up November the 5th and put Donald J. Trump name down on that ballot. We got to get Trump back in office. We got to get America back great again. Putin is taking advantage of Joe Biden. You sending that man billions and billions and billions of dollars, and you not getting them troops back home safe and sound with their family. What are we talking about, Joe Biden? What are we talking about? Tell me, what are we talking about? Holla at your boy. Let me go in here and put some gas in my car. And y'all better not go nowhere. Let me put some gas in. Y'all better not go nowhere. Don't even play with me like that. Don't even play with me like that. Don't do that. I'll be right back. Give me 5 minutes tops and I'll be back. Gas tank on the other side. Where y'all going at? Come on. What them super chats at? What them super chats at? Show me some love. What them super chats at? Y'all ain't gonna send me no chats. Y'all ain't gonna send me no super chats. $1.99. I ain't good for $1.99. That's what y'all trying to tell me. I ain't good for $1.99 with all this energy I'm giving y'all. Are you serious? And I'm still on the wrong side. Talk to me, man. Talk to me. Holla at your boy. Don't do this to me, man. Straight up and down. Joe gotta go. Say that with me. Joe gotta go. Joe gotta go. Joe gotta go. Joe gotta go. We gotta get Donald Trump back in, man. I'm gonna pipe down a little bit, man, but I get super excited when I get to talking about this stuff, man, because, hey, y'all already know what time it is, man. Y'all know what it's heading for. Let's get them damn lights up. Some big ass practice, hopefully. Gotta go flat foot. Joe gotta go. Joe gotta go. I'm pumping my gas. Joe gotta go. Joe gotta go. Because when I get the iHeart Radio, y'all already know what time it is. I'm about to go beast mode on the radio station. I'm about to go beast mode on the radio station. I can't make it up if I can show it to you. I'm about to go beast mode. It's on and popping. Joe gotta go. Somebody type that in the chat. If somebody type Joe gotta go in the chat, I'ma pin it. I'ma pin it. Let me hold up. Somebody type Joe gotta go. Okay, I see it right now. I ain't bull jiving. I ain't bull jiving. Joe gotta go. Joe gotta go. Bottom line, by all means necessary. Y'all playing with it, man. We got to get that man up out of office, man. We got all these damn people, these illegal immigrants, coming over here in our damn country, murdering and raping not just women, but, man, they raping and killing kids, bro. We talking about 12-year-old kids. And y'all talking about y'all gonna get out and vote for the MF that's responsible for all the stuff that's taking place right now in our country? That's how we playing the game? That's how we gonna play the game. We gonna support somebody that's endangering the lives of kids. It's bad when adults are getting killed. But when you talk about kids, that's who we supporting. That's who we talking about we want in office. People like that get 12-year-old kids knocked off, raped, all of that shit down. Are y'all serious? What are we talking about? What are we talking about here? We not talking about nothing. Come on, man. Let's keep it a buck. Let's keep it a beam, man. Enough is enough. Joe Biden gotta go, bruh. It's over with. He's not bringing that to the table. You got all these fucking veterans out here to put their lives on the line for this country, for this beautiful country. But they out here struggling, bro. They out here struggling. Like, what are we talking about? Y'all playing. I'm dead for real. When it comes to this shit right here, I go hard in the paint. I don't play with it. I don't care who don't like it. I don't care what nobody's saying. When it comes to America, when it comes to the people, white people, black people, my people, I'm going hard in the paint. Joe Biden ass gotta go. Joe gotta go. Type that in the comment section right now. I need to hear it. I need to see Joe gotta go. And I'm talking about more than one person. I want to hear Joe gotta go. I want to see Joe gotta go. By all means necessary. Straight up. Y'all tried to take Trump out. You can't take Teflon and Dunn out. You can't kill Trump. Trump got a bulletproof vest on. And y'all talking about acting. Oh, he was acting. He was playing. Man, how the hell was the man playing and you seen blood coming out his ear? Tell me that. Tell me how was that staged? Come on, man. What are we talking about? I'm going to tell you what we're talking about. We talking about somebody that just endangered the lives of so many people by opening our border back up. You had a 12-year-old girl. Listen at what I'm saying. 12 years old, bro. Didn't even get the opportunity to experience what it's like to live life, bro. Do y'all hear what I'm saying? Do y'all even hear what the F I'm saying? I'm talking about a 12-year-old girl, defenseless, couldn't do nothing to help herself, raped, and then murdered. What are we talking about, man? Like, what are we talking about? Why is Joe Biden still in the fucking race? He should be locked up right now. He should be locked up in the jail cell. That's what he deserved to be at, in the jail cell, bro. That's not real, man. 12 years old. That wasn't even my child. But that shit is affecting me right now, bro. It's affecting me right now. For real. You feel where I'm coming from? But y'all don't understand that. Especially not the ones that still talking about, oh, I'm voting for Joe Biden. Man, look at here. You voting for a pedophile. You voting for a rapist, a child molester. Because he the one allowed those people over here in our beautiful country to destroy that little 12-year-old girl's life like that. And then you got a single mother of 4 decided to say, you know what, I'm finna leave my crib. I'm finna go out and do me a little jogging and a little walking. She don't make it back home. She didn't make it back home. They found her body at a fucking creek covered up with rocks and grass. Who did it? Illegal immigrants. How was that possible? Our president opened up the border. Oh, I want to give them the opportunity to see what it's like to live the American life dream or whatever, so I'm going to let them over here. You effed up. You effed up. And you think people's going to vote for you? You think people's going to vote for you? Somebody like you? Are you serious? Do you qualify? Do you really feel like you qualify? Man, you don't qualify. You's a loser. You's a criminal, man. You's a criminus. You the reason why that little girl is not living no more. What are we talking about? What are y'all talking about out there in the world? Oh, I'm voting for Joe Biden because Donald Trump, he's racist. Oh, Donald Trump this. Let me tell you something. I don't care what nobody say. Racism gonna always exist. That's something that we can never get around. We can't get around no racism. And number 2, I'd rather have somebody leading me racist than somebody leading me that's opened up in the border and allowing 12-year-old kids to be sexually assaulted and raped by people that's not even from this country. You hear me? 12 years old, bro. Brutally beaten and raped. Why? Because our president decided to flex his power, his authority, and said, you know what? I don't care about Trump. I don't care if he had the border shut down. I'm going to open the border back up. I'm going to be the one to open the border up, and I'm going to introduce these illegals to a different life. You did it because you want them to vote for you, because you know you can't beat Trump. But guess what? You disqualified yourself for that, because don't you know that's nationally? That's well known and recognized. Everybody know about this 12-year-old girl. Needless to say, the 4 women that was raped and murdered as well as a result, because you wanted to open up the border, because you didn't like Donald Trump, because you was a Trump hater, because you despised the fact that Trump was able to accomplish something that you couldn't accomplish when you was in office. That's what we talking about. That's what we doing. Okay, but guess what? Joe, your ass gotta go. You gotta go. You getting up out of here by all means necessary. You gotta go. Don't nobody care about all that. And then you the same one. Let me tell you something. You the same one sat there and called black people super predators. We ain't forgot about that. We glad Donald Trump exposed your behind. Yo, you think we don't know you called us super predators? We know what you said about us, and we also know you the same one that called us super predators, talking about I need y'all. Oh, the black people, they got a reason to be upset. What reason? We shouldn't have a reason to be upset. When you talk oath and when you talk office, when you said if you not black, if you don't vote for me, you're not black. Everything that you told us you was gonna do for us, you supposed to live up to those expectations. But you manipulated us. You tricked us to believe that you was Captain Save-A-Ho, that you was gonna come through for us, that you was gonna make sure we had better jobs, that you was gonna do this for these HBCU colleges. This is what you said you was gonna do. You said you was gonna do that. I didn't say I was gonna do that. All I needed to do was put my name on the ballot and say Joe Biden. That's all I needed to do. I didn't need to do nothing else. I lived up to my end, but you ain't live up to yours. You didn't live up to yours. Not only did you did not live up to the expectations for the black people, but you cost that 12-year-old girl the opportunity of experiencing life, getting married, having her own family, going to college. You killed all that, Joe Biden. That's you. That ain't nobody else. That's you. You done that. Not Donald Trump, Joseph R. Biden. You did that. So man up and accept the fact that you effed up. And justice got to be served on you. And how are the American peoples planning on serving justice on you? We ain't gonna vote for you. That's how we gonna serve our justice. We ain't voting for you. We ain't voting for you by no means necessary. We not voting for you, homie. You don't qualify. You's a traitor. You might want to be a legal immigrant. Because the last time I checked, them the only ones you supporting and taking care of. Free housing, food stamps, Medicaid, giving them green cards, making them legal when they are legal. You are the same one that allowed 3 busloads of illegal immigrants to get dropped off at the parking lot at the Super Bowl between the San Francisco 49ers and the Kansas City Chiefs. You the one allowed 400-500 of them to walk straight across the border. No checks. Didn't nobody check. Didn't nobody check. I appreciate that. Didn't nobody check. You feel me? Didn't nobody check. So you the reason why that 12-year-old girl is dead. And I'm going to keep putting it out there in the universe like that because folks need to know. Guess what? If you get back in office, my 12-year-old might be the next one. My daughter may be the next one if you get back in office. Because it's already clear I'm going to restore Roe v. Wade. You down with killing kids. You down with killing kids, man. What are we talking about? You talking about abortion. You talking about killing kids in the 8th and the 9th month. Don't even give the doctor time enough to cut the umbilical cord. You already talking about take them out. Hit them in the head with the head shot. What are we talking about? What are we talking about? Why is Joe Biden still in the debate? Why is he still in the conversation? Talk to me. Why is he still in the conversation? Because it's ignorant ass people out there in the real world right now that's voting for that clown. Why? Because you're just like him. But guess what? Guess what? Donald Trump, Teflon done, boy. That's the done. Teflon done. Donald Trump is here to stay. For all you Trump haters out there, get ready. You got another 4 years, baby. We got 4 more years coming up with Donald Trump, and I'm loving it. Joe, you gotta go. And I'm telling y'all, man, listen at what I'm saying, bro. 12 years old. Feel me, bro. That was not even my daughter. That wasn't my kid, bro. I don't know the little girl from a can of paint. But the thought of knowing that this is an American child that was victimized by someone that didn't even belong in our country. When Donald Trump left office, the border was secured. That was the first time in American history that border was secured like that. Couldn't nobody penetrate. Guns weren't coming through. Fentanyl wasn't coming through. Cocaine, none of that. You got Joe Biden in the office. Y'all mean to tell me you can't see a difference between Trump and Joe Biden's term? Are y'all serious? When Trump was in office, last time I checked, was the economy messed up? I can't hear you. When Trump was in office, was the economy messed up? I can't hear nobody talking. Ain't nobody saying that. Come on, man. Y'all already know what time it is, man. Donald Trump was blackballed, bro. They blackballed him, and they tried to get him again in the judicial system. 34 misdemeanors. Tell me how in the hell can you take somebody to court and find them guilty on 34 misdemeanors and then turn them into felonies? You tried to disqualify him, but guess what? He got immunity. So he could continue on with his campaign and run. You feel me? Now you try to hit him in the head with the headshot. You know what I mean? But you miss. True to the matter is this right here. If you get out, damn it, and you vote for Joe Biden, you might want to be just like him. Because the day of judgment, when God slay his ass, he gonna slay everybody that was following behind his ass. And that's just big facts, bro. What are we talking about? I don't get it. I don't understand, man. I don't understand this shit. Why is it taking people so much to open up their eyes and see that this man is not qualified? This man is a damn near 85 years old. The man can't even finish a complete sentence. The man was getting jammed up. You seen the debate? Did you not see the debate? Do I need to go home and play the debate so y'all can see the debate? That's what I need to do? Is that what I need to do? I need to go home and put the debate on and let y'all see that. So what are we talking about? What in the hell is we talking about? We talking about freedom, justice, and equality, and making sure that 12-year-old kids, like that little girl that just lost her life, that shit don't happen again. We're not finna allow history to repeat itself again. Think about it, man. Think about what I'm saying. 12 years old. 12. A kid. Damn near in infant stage still. Murder. Can y'all imagine what she went through this process when they was raping this little girl? Could y'all even imagine? Could you feel her pain? Could y'all really feel this little girl pain when they was penetrating her? 12 years old? But y'all still talking about vote Joe Biden for president? What if it was your kid? What would you do? What would you have done? I know what I would have done if it was mine. Somebody got to pay the price. Somebody got to pay the piper. And the piper right now got to go. Joe got to go. Joe got to go by all means necessary. And until the election come around, boy, y'all ain't seen nothing yet. Wait that fuck around to get on that radio station. Y'all ain't seen nothing yet. Big facts. Our veterans, all men. Boy, y'all, I tell y'all, man, y'all some ignorant peoples out there in the world. Because you know what? A lot of y'all in this damn chat still talking about Joe Biden. After I'm sitting here explaining to y'all what happened to this 12-year-old girl because he opened the border. If he would have never opened the border, guess what? That little girl would be getting ready to go to school right as we speak. You remember that single mother of 4 that was jogging? If he wouldn't have opened the border, she'd be at the crib right now getting her kids prepared for school. What about the other lady out there in Nebraska? When she was murdered and raped and her little daughter was beaten. You feel me? So what are we talking about? Why do we sit here and feel like we need to just sit here and just kind of like ponder on who we should vote for? It's no reason, man. It's no need to vote. There's no need to vote. What are we voting for? Bottom line, point blank, period. But I got to get up off of this line. I hate to go. I hate to go. I promise you, I hate to go because I'm ripping necks. I'm trying to take necks loose. I appreciate everybody that sent me them super chats. Should have had way more than that, but it's all good, though. It's all good because hard work pays off at the end of the day. Hard work pays off. Hard work pays off. I'm finna go get me some crappies.